Hi guys, good morning. I guess I'll come down here for a second. I'm gonna clean out my purse after my trip to Denver. If you don't watch the eBay side of my channel, then I don't think I've updated you on the low spend, no spend videos for going on about 6 days, maybe even a week. Sorry, my dog just decided he was thirsty right now when I'm making a video. Anyway, I had to make a choice last Friday on whether I go to Denver and get stuck there or whether I stay home and have no inventory for eBay to work with. I still will never know if I made the right decision. I could have stretched out my inventory, done some editing. I certainly would have loved to have done some paperwork and just stayed home, but it just doesn't pay the bills when you're full-time on eBay. So I decided to go to Denver. I did get stuck, and I had 3 hotel nights that I had to pay for. So I do have a good hotel over there by where I work in Denver when I'm at the Goodwill bins. That's where I get my inventory to sell on eBay. So it was about $100 a night. I didn't have my dog with me or anything, so there weren't any extra fees. And then, of course, they reimbursed the $50 hold. So, and I just used my business credit card for that, and I'll pay that back, I hope this week, but if not, in 2 weeks when all the money for the stuff I bought comes back in. It was a fairly successful trip. I definitely made enough to get reimbursed for everything. I have a consignment client that buys bras from me, and I found a ton of those. How much eBay stuff I found is negotiable. I definitely will still make a profit on my 3 days gone and with all I found, but it wasn't the mother load that I was hoping to get, being stuck on that end and having all this free time by myself. I was away from my husband, so I just worked the entire time. That's why I didn't make a video. So anyway, it's time. This is a mess. This is what happens when I travel. I've got to clean out my purse here. So let's see. I guess you can't quite see the table. There we go. So I'm going to try to recreate my week. I know that as far as my husband's spending, the only thing that I think he spent is he went to dinner on Sunday with the church. After church, so that's usually around 20 with a tip. Sometimes he buys somebody else's, so it might have been 30. There's a young gal who she can't work because of different like true real what do you call it, challenges in her life, like physical challenges, so people won't always hire her, and it is difficult for her. So we try to buy her lunch whenever we can afford to or feel like we can afford to, but just look at all this. So the first thing, this is just crazy. The first thing I'm going to do is from now on, this is my receipt bag. I found this at the Goodwill bins. It had the tag still on it. I love this little wristlet. And I just don't have a good system for where to put my receipts as they come in. I've been putting them in here because I love this wallet. But the problem is that when you go to fold it in half, if you have too many receipts, like on a trip like this, then it just doesn't work. So I've got grocery lists. I've got a huge mess. So I'm not going to completely clean out my purse while you're watching, but I'm going to at least try to find the receipts so that I can figure this out. So, Friday is kind of a blur. I'm trying to remember. I know that as I drove to Denver, I believe I got Chick-fil-A. Maybe I can find the receipt and then it'll have a date on it. I know that I grabbed something to eat on my way from Wyoming to Denver, and yeah, I believe that I stopped at a McDonald's, and then they just only had, oh no, that was with my husband. That was a different trip, so that wasn't this one. Never mind. That's how much of a blur this is, guys. So I'm just going to do my best to recreate it. Hopefully the receipts will help me. It was just me, so I can kind of remember. But anyway, okay, let's see here. I got my coupons, which are expired. I intended to use them. I really did. Okay. so this is one time that I gassed up. This was on the 27th, and this was 20 bucks. I remember gassing up there. It was at night. It might have been on my way to Denver. It would have, on the 27th. And, you know, it was dark there, and they, you know, didn't have, like, the pump wasn't working where you could just swipe your card, so I had to go in and pay. So I just said, just give me 20 bucks. You know, it wasn't enough because I had to fill up another time coming home. Now, this is one Goodwill purchase that I've made since I talked to you last. This was before I left for Denver in Laramie, Wyoming. Now, these are all business expenses. These are all, except the groceries. I have a grocery receipt that I got on my way home to fill, or maybe two even. So those aren't deductible. Those are personal groceries. Even though a lot of it I do get because I'm trying to eat a little healthier and eat while I'm at work there at the bins, and so I buy food to take. I don't try to separate that out and deduct it. I just do a per diem, and so I get kind of a meal thing anyway. This is $14. I got, it considered this a children's purse, and then I got one top and one jacket, and so I spent $14.05. Again, a business expense, but it's still an expense. It's still money out. Okay, one of the nights I was there, I'm trying to find the date on this. This would have been Saturday night. At 8:04 p.m. So I worked from like 7:15 in the morning until late at night, and so I got there right before they closed. This is one of my favorite restaurants. It's called Tokyo Joe's. It's like a poke bowl. It's ahi tuna, rice, avocado. It's healthy considering. I mean, I have Hawaiian sauce put on it, so I'm not gonna claim that it's just like no calories, but it's you know, fresh. It's just very fresh, lots of vegetables. So anyway, that was I left a little tip, and so that was $20.35 just for me. So that's kind of a splurge, but when I'm out of town, you know, that's what I do. Let's see, this grocery list can be thrown away because it does. I've bought everything on it. So goodbye. Okay. All right. This grocery list, I need one thing off of there that I didn't buy. I'm gonna put my pens back in here. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to find the receipts. This has been helpful for me. I just found an old plastic glass case, and I keep my ink pens in there. That way they don't mark the inside of my purse, all the lining of it, because I used to put them down in the thing that's for pens, but it always seems to fall out. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. All right, let's get through some of these. Okay, so this trip on Saturday, the reason I went was to go to what's called the Goodwill Outlet. And this is where I get all my clothing. Go look at it on YouTube. It's quite an adventure if you're not used to it. It's not something where you stroll in and find stuff. You got to literally dig through tons of clothing and other stuff. Anyway, this is a great amount that I spent. I was there over 12 hours, and I was very careful, very picky. I knew I had the next day since I was stranded and couldn't go anywhere. I never go to this place on a Sunday, but I, knew, because I'm normally home here for church and everything, but I was stranded, so I went ahead and took advantage of it. I was very picky on Saturday. So by the pound, I got, how many pounds did I get? I don't know if it says. Anyway, it was 81 pounds at $1.69 a pound. So with tax and everything, it was $147.84. Now this I took just out of my business checking. I did not use my business credit for this because I would have been buying inventory anyway. Now the meals and the gas and then my hotels, I went ahead and used my business credit because even now I've been home for 2 days and I have not started really getting my sales back up after being gone. So I needed to just temporarily use that. I will pay that off first thing as soon as I possibly can. This is what I ate that first night I pulled in. I remember it. I love Fazoli's if you're there right at noon and it's fresh and everything. I don't know. This was through the drive-through. It was very busy there, so I don't know if it was just me. I did get it through the drive-through, take it to the hotel. Then I checked into the hotel first, so it might not be their fault, but the pizza was kind of, I don't know, whatever. I spent $5.71, and that would have gone, I think, on my business credit, or maybe my personal debit, and then I reimburse myself. Here's another expired coupon. Okay, so I got my checkbook I need to put away. Got my tea bags. I try to travel with Splenda packets or stevia packets and tea bags. This hotel where I stay, I'm a regular there because of my business, and they always have like Earl Grey tea bags. This is mine. I didn't take it from them, but they always have Earl Grey, but they don't have decaf. So if I get there late at night and I want decaf, I take my own. So I do try to, you know, not go through Starbucks and get a $4 tea. I do try to do that when I can, and then that way I can splurge on a restaurant that I really love at night. So I had the hotel expense on Friday, and then the Fazoli's, and then the gas. And then before I left, I had shopped at that little Goodwill and spent 14 bucks. I ate lunch with my mom on Friday, so I didn't have any expense there. And then Saturday, I got up. I did eat the hotel breakfast. Honestly, not my favorite thing to do. I travel so much, and at this particular hotel, it's a really nice Gateway Best Western. It's actually really nice. The rooms are always clean. I love it there. They have tea bags. They have, you know, I travel enough. They give me free water, snacks, all this stuff. So I really like it, and I feel safe there when I'm traveling by myself. I feel like it's well lighted and all those important things. So I went ahead and ate the hotel breakfast. They did have like fresh yogurt with a lot of granola and fresh fruit. And so I had that. And then I had a couple of their little mini muffins, which are just dry. I mean, I need to just go to Sam's and get my own like healthier, what do you call it? Muffins, or just not even eat muffins. I need to find something else for when I'm traveling. The eggs are fake. They're the processed yellow fake eggs. And the sausage, I mean, I'm not that picky, people, but the sausage is so low end that, yeah, I didn't even take any. Let's see. I had a note written on here. What is this? Oh, okay. This was something that I'm listing. I might still actually need that note. I was listing as much as I could in the hotel to keep my income steady, and so I was using what I had. I had a napkin, and I may not have listed all of these yet, so I will check that out. Let's put that there. Sometimes in the hotel, you know, if I accidentally get a smoking room or something, I just take that. Then these are very important at the bins. You know, they try to keep the bathrooms halfway clean, but it is kind of an industrial warehouse type thing. It's not like a store. It's like an industrial warehouse type situation. So I take these. Let's see here. This is just some business notes that I took. All right, so that was Friday. That's all I spent, was what I've told you. Then Saturday, I ate breakfast at the hotel. I had gone to Walmart. I don't know where my receipt is from that one. It's here somewhere. And I had bought, I think it's this one. Yeah, I bought some stevia, and I made sure I had tea bags. I don't think I paid for those. I had those. Then I bought some Dasani waters. I bought a whole case of water, which I didn't have because, you know, that's the main thing, is just having enough drinks in there and not going to the gas station to get drinks. So I spent $6.98 on a case of, I want to say 40 water bottles. I'm not sure. What else did I get? I thought I got some popcorn and things, knowing that I might go there. I'm not seeing it on here. I think on this day, actually, this was Friday, and I thought I might get back home to Wyoming on Friday. And so I think I bought these groceries because this has the dog food and the things I've spent on it. So yeah, this is actually on the 27th. I was still optimistic I could go get groceries, go get some inventory, and drive back to Wyoming, and then the roads closed, and it just didn't work out. So on this day at Walmart, I spent $138.72. Now, If you've watched any of my videos, you know that we're trying to use up the food in our freezer and make sure it's rotated, make sure it's still good. We're trying to use up our pantry. So the reason this was pretty expensive is because the dog food was $36.47. So that's a lot of it. And then everything else I got, I did get some eggs, $6 for 12 eggs. Yikes. I got some peanut butter, $2.62, some steak sauce for what, $2.48. What else was expensive on here? Mouthwash, toothpaste, you know, just a lot of stuff that we had been out of. And then the water was like $7. I got an avocado. So yeah, you know, that's where some of this money comes from. But that was just for supplies that I hoped that I would use. But anyway, it ended up just staying in Wyoming, and I didn't take it with me to go to the bins or to go work in Denver. I left it in Laramie because by then I knew I wasn't going to get home. So that's kind of more of what I actually spent on a personal level. That's kind of my personal expenditure there. What is this one? Okay, this is the second day. So let's go over Saturday again. Ate the hotel breakfast. I had some snacks from somewhere, from a Walmart. I just took a cooler. I didn't, I don't know where it is. I don't think I have it. Maybe I had stuff from my mom's. It is kind of a blur. I know I had soda and my own water and just one of those little 2-packs of like cheese and salami. That was like $2.48. Maybe that's what was on here on Friday. I don't know. But anyway, that's all I ate for lunch. And then I went and got the Tokyo Joe's, which we've already talked about. And that was $20. So my food expenditure for that day that's not deductible was nothing, nothing personal. But the deductible parts of what I ate that day was about $25 in the end. So then I woke up Sunday, and remember, I'm paying for hotels. This is my second night of hotels on Saturday night. I paid for one Friday night, paid for one Saturday. Again, a business expense, but still expensive. So then on Sunday, I ate the hotel breakfast again, had a big thing of really fresh yogurt with the granola on it, and just whatever they had. And then I'm trying to find, oh, here's my second receipt. Here we go. So on this one, I got, oh yeah, I got, no, this was on my way home. I'm sorry guys, I'm just not finding that receipt that I used on either Saturday or Sunday. So maybe I neglected to get it. I know it's not downstairs because I've already looked in my office. So yeah, I don't know, but I know I just got like supplies for that day. I got a bag of popcorn. I got, let's see. I had a cookie left over from Tokyo Joe's, which I hadn't eaten. I had my own soda and water. So I don't even remember what I spent, but it would have been just for that day. And then I went back because they closed early. So after they closed, what did I do with it here? Then I went back to Tokyo Joe's. I got something different. I got what's called a bento box. It's like salmon, avocado sushi. They have the best homemade stevia iced tea. So it's like brewed diet iced tea with stevia in it, but they actually brew it. It's not just added. So it's really good. So that night, it was a little cheaper, so I spent $16.74. And again, a business deduction for being out of town. Then that day at the actual bins, the reason I was there, I got, oh wait, this is the day before. This is the day before on Thursday, what I spent at the Goodwill. So this one was $75.79 for clothing that I bought to resell. So that's what that Goodwill receipt is. Okay, now I know on Sunday, let's see, that is still my Tokyo Joe's. On Sunday, I know that I spent at the Goodwill outlet the second day, I spent $84. I know that because I did a video from the hotel with those two receipts. So where that one went, I do not know. Thankfully, it comes out of my checkbook, and the Goodwill outlet has nothing else that you could have bought. So it's clear that it's for business. But yeah, I'm missing 2 receipts. I'm sure I'll find them. They aren't in my suitcase. I've cleaned out everything personal. So anyway, that was Sunday, guys. That's what I spent. I just went back to the hotel. I drank tea at the hotel that they had. I ate my Tokyo Joe's in the hotel room. I had plenty of, snacks in there that I had taken. Then Monday morning I woke up and I saw that I could get back to Laramie. So I ate another hotel breakfast, another yogurt with granola. And then I headed out. I got packed up, headed out. I didn't even stop at Walmart or anything. So then as I got on the road, because I had just eaten breakfast, so I stopped at what's called Runza. And this is, if you don't know what a runza is, look it up. It's so good. It's bread dough with hamburger, cabbage, and then you can add other things. Some people have mushrooms, some people have cheese. I put cheese on mine. So anyway, I spent $11.72. I did not get fries or a drink. I just drank what I had, partly because of the calories. I love fries, but I already was feeling like I hadn't worked out for 4 days, and I just felt like I better take it easy. So that was my lunch, and I only ate one of them. I ended up eating the other one late that night and partly the next day. So that $11.72 actually lasted me 3 meals. So that's pretty good. And then that night I was at my mom's house, so we ate there, and I didn't have any expenses. The next morning I got up. I ate breakfast at her house, had no expenses. And then before I left town, I spent $62.92. And I'm trying to think what I got. I got some soda for my husband and I for this week, so we haven't even opened those yet. I got another stevia flavored syrup because I had pancakes that I knew I had in the freezer, but I didn't have enough stevia syrup. I got 2 Vienna sausages for my doggy. We use those for training. So I got him 2 cans of Vienna sausage. Let's see, HSV SF large. What is that? I don't know. I got a couple of sweet potatoes. I got a couple of avocados. I got my doggy a bell pepper. It's partly treats. He loves it. Then I got a package of the pepperoni out of the deli, which is really good just to use for kind of protein snacks. And so anyway, it was probably all frivolous in the sense of if I knew I was going to make it home, I could have cooked. But I really had to hit the ground running on Tuesday, like in a way you can't believe, to catch up from being gone. I had 34 orders that had to be shipped, and customers waiting. And so I just took it easy on myself. I forgot what we even ate that night. Oh, I had gotten a frozen pizza. Low end, but that's just what we had time for. So at noon, I had gotten a frozen pizza. We had a can of green beans in the pantry that we did use. And then that night, I cannot remember. I don't remember what I had to eat that night, but it was something from here or something out of the pantry. It's just not coming to me. And so, since I've been home, I have not spent anything. That's been... Let's see, today is Thursday. I've been home since Tuesday before noon. So we have another 2.5 days that have gone really well. So last week I spent almost $200 in groceries that are not deductible. Again, some of it dog food, some of it toiletries. I have to have Sensodyne toothpaste because I have kind of a sensitive area on my teeth, and as long as I use that Sensodyne toothpaste, it's fine. But it's like $4 versus you could get 98-cent toothpaste. So that's where some of the expenses go. But guys, thanks for tuning in. We are going to go to dinner tonight. We have a certificate that someone gave us at Christmas, but we were both sick. I was sick 2 weeks and my husband was sick a week, and going out to dinner and having to cough and stuff, we just didn't want to do it. So sometimes you have to get a reservation at this place, but we have a $50 certificate, so we're going to try to go and see if we can get in. If not, we'll probably just take it to go, and then we're going to watch another movie tonight. My husband had to work hard this weekend. He had to shovel like crazy because of the storm that was in Wyoming and Colorado. And then I was working full time trying to make sure that my trip paid for itself. And so then Tuesday, my husband unloaded the entire car while I was just getting my orders shipped, because my post office is only open until about 2 or 2:30 as far as my amount of shipping that I take them. So I had to hit the ground running and make sure that I could process 34 orders in like 2 hours. And yesterday we ate just out of our fridge and freezer. Actually, well, I don't know how to change it now. I don't know if I can push the button and the video will keep going. I'm not tech enough, so I'll just tell you. Anyway, we had some pork chops that had the stuffing still in it, like you get in the deli. And we had frozen that. Someone had given it to us. And so I got those out. I put them in the oven yesterday, and then my husband had leftover spaghetti from the kids program last night, so we ate that. And I had some lasagna in the freezer, which we ate one little piece of, and we're going to have some more of that at noon. If the restaurant absolutely just can't accommodate us tonight, then we'll eat leftovers and then try to go another day. They aren't open at noon. They're only open for 4 hours at night. So that's what we ate yesterday. We ate out of our pantry, ate what we had. And so we're going to go out tonight, and then tomorrow and Saturday, at least as far as I know, we're going to have some pretty tough work days that we need to catch up on again. And I just don't want to work any more evenings. So we'll probably just have leftovers for lunch. I want to take most of this evening off because I worked Tuesday. I worked until like 9 or 10 at night. Last night I worked late because my husband was at the kids program anyway. So I went ahead and worked, that extra 3 or 4 hours. I did take a nap yesterday. I had to. I was just exhausted. So by the time I woke up from the nap, then obviously I had missed like an hour and a half of work. And so then I felt good and he was gone. So I went ahead and worked. But tonight we're in the middle of a documentary on what's called Freevee. I've never seen Freevee, but when I go to my to get on Netflix or whatever, when I go to my what is it called, Amazon Fire Stick, it comes up as a choice, and we just clicked on it, and there are actually some really good things on there that we hadn't seen. And so this is a documentary on the St. Louis World's Fair, and I thought it was like 40 minutes last night because we were both exhausted. So we watched it, but then I clicked on it, and it's like got another like full hour. So we're gonna watch that tonight, hopefully after we go to a nice dinner and just chill at night. I'm not gonna go back down and work no matter what. And then tomorrow, same thing. I want to get up, get my work done during the day like a normal human, and then have the night off. I did go to cycling this morning, so that felt good because I should have worked out that whole time I was in Denver. I do have the Planet Fitness. I guess I don't have my car keys here. I do have the Planet Fitness Black card, and that's $22 a month, but it gives me no excuses when I'm traveling. I know you can put on a YouTube thing and do it in the hotel and on the hotel floor and stuff, and it's fine. I could do some standing workouts, so that is an expense that I do question sometimes if I really want to keep it. But it just helps me to stay on track. I did not use it this weekend though, so I'm paying $22 in Denver when I need it, and that's the purpose of it. It was so bitter cold, and I just didn't feel like going to work out. So that's my excuse, which isn't a good one. So now I'm back into working out, and I'm going to go in the morning and go to make sure that I get a workout in. So anyway, guys, that is my life and my spending. Even $200 in groceries a week for 2 people, that's a lot, to me. And we have some food now, but I really didn't get that much food. I got more dog food, dog things, not really snacks, but just kind of toiletries and things like that, vitamins that my husband needed. So, we really didn't come home with that much food. So hopefully I can eat out of the pantry for the weekend. Then Monday is my son's birthday. Well, his birthday was actually yesterday, but we're going to celebrate it on Monday because of this storm. So that day I will also probably order some takeout and spend like $30. But we're hoping to not spend too much. until at least Sunday. I missed church last Sunday, so I may want to go out with some people and visit. So we may spend 20 bucks and get a pizza and go out with some people on Sunday, and then Monday. So I want to be real tight with my money until Sunday and Monday, because that'll be 2 meals out, and that'll be at least 50 or 60 bucks out of our pocket. So we want to be as thrifty as we can until then. So guys, thanks for listening. If you want to, I would really appreciate you subscribing and liking my videos. And I will have an update probably Monday or maybe Tuesday. If I do buy anything, I'll have an update, but I don't think I'm going to spend anything to make a video about until maybe Monday, through Monday night. Sunday and Monday I might spend. And so I think it's going to be kind of boring until then. We'll see you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.